For DeForest, they got their top receiver again, one-on-one, matched up with Bama at the top.
It's Harder in the shotgun. Back to pass, throwing right side in traffic, and it's caught up across the 32-yard line for Narski. First down.
Bryce Duffy, their leading receiver, with the catch.
Cade Nichols was just an eyelash short of batting that away. The guy just sat down in the middle of the zone there, and Cade was just an eyelash late from,
you can't
breaking that
Can't
up.
blame the coverage at all on that one.
No.
Just a good throw, good catch, and the Norskis reset up around the 27-yard line. They're on the move. This drive starts their own 43-yard line. Opening drive. Offset eye for Harder in the pistol look. He'll hand off right side. Trying to find the corner. Cuts inside and gobbled up by Krantz and company.
Ripped his helmet right off his head.
That will happen.
That will.
Done a great job of not letting them get the edge so far. Looks like that's kind of what DeForest is trying to do, try to fold our ends in and try to get around the corners. Doing a great job of turning them back in, and of course our two linebackers are flowing great to the ball with Cam Krantz and Scotty Hall.
We'll give him 4 on that carry. 2nd down and 6 up across near the 24-yard line. A timeout on the field. We'll burn one as well. No score here between Mount Horeb Barneveld and DeForest. We'll take a break. This is high school football on Wisco Radio. And welcome back to Mount Horeb, home of the Mount Horeb Barneveld Vikings. Their 2016 campaign taking on the DeForest Norskis here on homecoming.
DeForest.
Looked like DeForest only had 10 guys on the field. They had to call timeout.
7:20 left in the first quarter.
It's going to be team effort giving you time here tonight. That's why I bring these guys along. I can't do it all myself. Double tight end for Harder. Single back, 2 receivers split out. In the pistol look, 2nd down and 6. He's back to pass in the shotgun.
Looking right at Duffy.
Throwing right side and
good coverage by Ryan Cradwell.
no idea there, Mark.
About the 4-yard line, Ryan was all over him.
I might have to watch the video up here, I guess.
They just tried to hit him on an out route there, and Ryan had really good coverage.
The young man from DeForest, the number 80, Duffy, 6'4" target. He's a big kid, and that quarterback looks to throw it to him a lot when he comes out of the snap.
3rd down and 7 for Defo up across the Mount Horeb 24-yard line. Wide side to Harder's left. 2 backs. Offset eye for DeForest. Handoff up the middle. And stuck by Cam Krantz right at the line of scrimmage. That was Hackle again. Meet Cam Krantz. He loses 1. 4th and 8 coming up.
He's a missile. He's
yes,
a missile.
He is. Goodness. That's a scary thought, Tim coming downhill. 4th down and about 7. And they are acting like they're going to try a field goal here. It'd be about
a 41
maybe. Yeah. Lines are down. Snap back, ball down, kick up in the air, and it is.
He made it.
Good.
Through.
42-yard field goal is good. DeForest leads 3-0. 6.5 left this first quarter. We'll take another break. This is the Vikings on Wisco Radio.
We're able to get him down there on the edge outside the numbers.
2nd down and 8. I guess he got a couple, though. Up around the 41. Handoff again. Jackson spinning and getting to the line of scrimmage. So interesting here having Jackson Rose in the backfield. Definitely has the speed. I liked what Gassman and Winston can bring with a little bit more power, but like the speed out of Rose. He gets one.
Ran quite a bit of this last week against Wanakee early in the game. Just another opportunity to put the ball in probably the hands of your best athlete on offense.
Yeah, 14 carries last week for Rose. In the shotgun, Murray getting pressure. Going to run to his right side, and he's taken down from behind. Backside tackle, Joey Spahn got him. And going all the way back to the 36.
You could call that a secondary sack. They had good coverage on all our receivers. Clint really had nowhere to go with the ball other than to tuck and run.
Early pressure in that kind of got him off his spot. He did a good job of trying to escape out to the right, but was not able to escape the tackle.
Murray's second punt. It's a wobbler. Picked up at the 30-yard line. Right hash. And taken down at the 35-yard line. Was that Bama Doyle down there? Yes,
heck
it
of
was.
An open field tackle by Bama.
Taken down Klein, which had some green grass in front of him.
He did.
Mount Horeb's second punt of the game. They trail 3-0 here in this first quarter.
Down by number 8, Bama Doyle.
Sorry if you were tuning in to catch the usuals, you know, Bryce and Cade and Dan's. They do the work. I'm sorry to inform you, you have us tonight.
You have the Three Stooges tonight. Is
Not the
A
A-team, the Three
I got a couple
Stooges.
basketball coaches with me. I don't know what's going on up here. First down and 10, Defo at their own 36-yard line. They lead 3-0. Two receivers split out. Delayed handoff. Trying to make something happen left edge and getting up near the 30, actually checked at the 43-yard line.
Well, this is almost like a basketball game. You got Mount Horeb who wants to run a lot of tempo, and then you've also got DeForest who runs a spread offense like we do. So It reminds us a lot of the hardwood.
You bet.
Patzner gaining 8 on that first down carry, 2nd down and 2.
First time they've been able to get the edge on us the whole game.
3 receivers wide of Harder. His right side, single back to his right. They'll pitch it right side and nothing there. Big time play.
Ryan
Cradwell got off the block. They're running a little bubble out there
did.
on the edge. And Ryan defeated his blocker and made a heck of an open field tackle.
Cradwell taking on Hackle in the open field and lucky to get back near the line of scrimmage. Excellent play on 2nd and 2.
It's a big play. Gives us an opportunity right here to get off the field, get the ball back to our offense.
They really like bringing their 3 receivers short side. They do it again. It is Duffy, far side. 6'4", 205. Harder rolling to his left, looking for Duffy. He'll throw it downfield, and it is caught somehow. Duffy unbelievably catches that up around the 21-yard line.
Good concentration by the young man because I think Bama Doyle had his hand on it.
Bama actually tipped that first and was knocking it away, and it almost inadvertently tipped it back towards the wide receiver who somehow was able to get his hands under the football and make the catch.
Wow, what a play.
That was really good coverage by Bama. It was almost a jump ball, and they came down with it.
Norski's driving again, 1st and 10 at the 21. Quarterback keeper and keeping for a loss. Scotty Hall and company providing that tackle.
2:42 left in the first quarter.
Cade Serwanka and Brady Gassman also in the backfield.
2nd down and 11 for DeForest at the Mount Horeb 22. They lead 3-0 here in this first quarter. It's their second series. Mount Horeb hasn't done a whole lot on offense. Harder in his offense. 2 receivers right, 1 to his left. Wing back and a tailback. He'll roll to his right. Being pressured, throwing, end zone, and overshot his man. Did a flag come in late?
Yep, the back judge could not get the flag out of his pocket and then was able to throw it. They were trying to roll that quarterback slightly to the right and then come back to Duffy on a post with Cradwell guarding. And they're going to get Ryan for, I guess, for pass interference.
Ball was quite a bit over the intended receiver's head. But it will go against the Mount Horeb Barneveld defense. There's the passing interference call. Ball will be marked at the 11-yard line. Defo in business. Again.
There was some contact down around the goal line, but as you said, Brad, that ball seemed to be quite a ways overthrown.
First down and 10. They can get a first down. They'll shift 2 players to the right side. Harder in that pistol look. High snap gets it, though. Quarterback keeper going to cut inside, and Cam Krantz again. Leading tackler on the team, and you can see why. He's in the right spot at all times. No gain.
There are just some kids, some young men who have the instinct to get to the ball, and he's always around the ball.
If they're trying to block him, they're not doing a very good job of it.
No.
He's finding a way to get to the ball carrier pretty much on every play. He is a special football player.
2nd and 9. I guess they gave him a little. See if this Mount Horeb Barneveld defense can keep them to a possible field goal try. Wide side to Harder's left. 2 receivers over there, 2 to his right. Single back. Pistol look Harder. Back to pass. He's throwing. Right side. And
incomplete.
Missed his man.
It was intended for Hackle, it looked like, 43. Might have been tipped. It was behind him by quite a bit.
3rd and 9.
1:17 left in the first quarter.
At the 10-yard line. This is a team effort here tonight. For sure. 2 receivers to Harder's left, 2 to his right. Shotgun for Harder. 3rd and 9. Taking his time. He's back to pass. Being flushed. Throws end zone, and it
intercepted.
is
Bama.
Intercepted.
That's a
heck
nice
of a
catch.
play, playing center field, and the Vikings will take over.
They tried to run the slot receiver out into the flat on the left, and they tried to run a slant on Bama, and it looked like he was more the intended receiver than the receiver for DeForest. He read that the entire way.
Bama is a baseball player, and that looked like it was a hit into the gap, and he just dove and caught it.
He did.
Our game tonight brought to you by Valley View Heights. Build your new home in Mount Horeb's desirable Valley View Heights neighborhood. Attractively priced single-family home sites for your new custom home are now available on Southwest Side. Call Heidi Kopris with Rustano and Associates.
That's good instincts and good scouting.
That is.
That's a formation I think they've probably seen on tape.
1st and 10, Rose with a quick hitter up the middle, getting up near the 25-yard line, gaining 5.
That might have been Malik Winston on the carry.
Yeah, Malik is in the game now at tailback. They got Justin split out.
See Malik's first action. Handoff, possible handoff, and the ball on the turf. Murray was going to try and fake it, and quarterback keep, and bad exchange. Ball hit turf, and we'll see who. DeForest has it.
Just running a read option there up the middle, and it looked like Clint tried to pull it out, and Malik was trying to hang on to it, and the ball hit the ground, and Defo just was able to get on it.
Turnover bug hurt the Vikings last week and not helping them here tonight. Trying to get some momentum after their defense turns over DeForest, but just 2 plays, and DeForest takes over. 1st down and 10 at the Mount Horeb 24. 4 receivers to work with for Harder. Single back. And the shotgun again. He's back to pass, throwing it left side. Caught left side and up across the 13-yard line. Flag comes in late.
Looks like they're going to get us maybe for a face mask on that tackle, potentially.
Came in late. That was Klein again with the reception.
Completely inadvertent, if that's what it is.
Referee threw that flag a long way. He had a good arm.
He did.
Is that the clock there, Blaine?
5-yard face mask. Looked like Scotty Hall coming in at the end there on that tackle, and it was almost like the ball carrier's helmet went into his hand more than Scott's hand went to his helmet.
All the action happening on this south end zone.
Don't worry, Brad. They've only got 32 seconds left in this first quarter. Then
Thankfully.
we can get a better view of it.
If I could put a request in, I'd like to have a move, but they don't really care about us. Ball marked at the 13-yard line. 1st and 10. Harder, shotgun. He's back to pass. Throwing. Near the goal line.
Fumble.
Caught and fumbled.
Looks like DeForest might have got it back.
I don't know if that was complete.
Mount Horeb coaches are asking it to be incomplete, not a completion and a fumble.
I don't think he caught it. I don't think he was going to make a football move with the ball.
Yeah, really hard to see if he intended to do that. We'll get our
Officials
Wisco Radio replay cranked up here.
Officials are talking. They're huddling right now.
Well, I don't think they need to huddle. They just need to ask us. That was
They
incomplete.
should ask us. We could tell them quickly.
Yep.
The replay booth could clear this up quite quickly.
We're going to go to our replay booth in Barneveld. They are going to give it to him.
Yeah.
Fumble, regain possession, up around the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, DeForest. Looking to tack on here. They lead 3-0 deep in this first quarter. Heavy set, Harder, under center, and flag comes in. Not sure they were set. Offsides on the offense. Back them up 5 yards.
Usually that hand signal is on the defense. Usually a false start, you'd get a different signal there, but they must have lined up in the neutral zone, the offense.
Yeah, they called them offsides. So
yeah.
That's the call.
Unless they throw an incomplete pass here, Brad, this will be the last. That was the last play of the first quarter.
All right, we turn to quarter number 2. Vikings holding on, trying to keep the Norskis out of the end zone. You're listening to the Vikings on Wisco Radio. Our game tonight also brought to you by the Grand Stay Hotel and Suites, a brand new hotel in Mount Horeb. The Grand Stay offers clean, comfortable rooms, free hot breakfast, an indoor pool, hot tub, and a 24-hour fitness center. To see pictures, visit grandstaymountHoreb.com. Book online or call 608-437-5200 to make your reservation today. Brad Richardson, Mark Fredrickson, Jack Preen, the boss man, Blaine Bestel coming back for homecoming. He's keeping us in line here tonight.
Blaine being an alum of Mount Horeb High School, class of 2015.
I don't know, did we actually ever see his diploma?
I don't think it was
question.
signed.
He might have it, but I don't know if it's signed or not.
2nd and goal for DeForest at the 7. After that penalty, actually 1st and goal. It's quarterback keeper left side trying to find the edge. He's upended, ball on the ground, and it taps out of bounds. Mount Horeb had another chance.
Bama came flying up there and just threw a shoulder in there and knocked the ball out.
They could not retain it in bounds.
The officials are talking about something. Probably where the ball should be marked because it got fumbled forward.
Harder got popped near the sideline, but it will be Norski ball up around the 5-yard line. Inside the 5, up near the 4. Now it's 2nd and goal. This drive thanks in part to a Mount Horeb Barneveld fumble. 2nd and goal at the 4, Harder. Two receivers to work with, two tight ends, a single back to his right. Harder. Looking to his right, going to throw to his right, and it is caught for a touchdown. Right side, Bryce Duffy, and the Norskies go up 2 scores.
Touchdown, Norskies.
Just ran an out into the corner of the end zone, and the quarterback made a nice throw to the outside where only his guy could make a play on it, and he did.
Bryce Harder's a nice target. He's 6'4" kid.
He's able to just go up and box you out, to use a basketball term.
Bryce Duffy.
He got in between our defender and the ball, and he was in good position to make a play.
Aker on for the extra point, lines down, snap down, and ball up through the uprights, and DeForest taking a 7-0 lead after a quick 5-play drive, making quick work, and they lead 10-0 here in this second quarter.
Critical early possession for Mount Horeb right here.
It is. And, the one thing we know about our offense, we can score in a hurry.
Yep.
Mount Horeb Barnville can put points up. Jackson Rose, a couple kickoff returns for touchdowns this year. So if this guy was kicking, the first kicker was kicking with the wind before, and now he's going to be into about a 10-mile-an-hour wind. So potentially an opportunity for a return here for Jackson or for Travis Classy. So let's see if we can get a little bit of field position flipped here and get our offense in better position to get some points on the board.
Yeah, speaking of points, Mount Horeb scoring the most points on that Waunakee defense this year. Waunakee had allowed just 13, 14, 7, and shut out a team. So Mount Horeb scoring 20 points last week. We know that they can definitely score points. They've got some work to do here, trailing 10-0 to visiting DeForest. DeForest won a nail-biter against Baraboo a couple weeks ago. Lost last week to Reedsburg. They're on top 10-0 here. A lot of time to play. It's Aker kicking into the wind this time.
Going to get a chance.
Vikings will have it up to 5. It's a reverse to Rose. Near side 15. Making one-man miss. Sideline and taken out of bounds up near the 26-yard line. A little extracurricular.
Jackson Rose on the return.
No flags. It will be 1st and 10 Vikings up around 27.
Ball initially to Travis Classy, a little reverse there. Opportunity to put the ball back in Jackson's hands, who's had some success returning kicks. So.
1st and 10 Vikings.
Fourth offensive series for MHB. Their last one just lasted 2 plays. Otherwise, pretty modest on offense here this first half. Maybe the second quarter will treat them better. Murray looking to pass right, going to be flushed and throw left. And miscommunication over here near side for the Vikings.
I think Clint thought he was going to have a little bubble out here on the bottom.
Yeah, looking for Steinoff over here in that receiver bubble screen. And looked like Steinoff might actually been blocking.
Yeah, looked like that. But no harm, no foul. 2nd and 10. Opportunity here to make a play.
2 receivers right, 1 to left. Bad snap. Murray's got to jump on it. And all out of sorts here in this first half. We have not seen this at all this year from this MHB offense.
Nope.
All the way back to the 17-yard line, losing 10. 3rd and 20. We're in our second quarter here. DeForest on the road leading 10-0. Murray, shotgun, flushed, and throws low. And it was
Mitch Ryan on the reception.
Mitch Ryan going down low. And, of course, in high school, your knee goes down and you're down. Really modest gain that time.
Well, the one thing Mount Horeb Barnville can't do right now is start to get down or panic, which they never do. Proof positive of last week the way they competed, but you're going to kick now, and your defense has been on the field quite a bit. Got to find a way to get DeForest off the field after this punt and get something positive going for our offense.
Scott Hall comes in late. It will be Murray from his own 12-yard line. Gets a good snap. Kind of a spiraling punt. Decent punt. Will go out of bounds for DeForest right at the 35-yard line.
Need a 3 and out right here. Let's go MHB.
Be a great opportunity to let our defenders rest a little bit. I mean, you talk about field position. Their average starting field position has got to be on our side of the field, and we've averaged at about the 22 or 23-yard line.
If you're an alumni and you're listening at home, this isn't the kind of football that you used to play back in the early 70s and 80s. Right now I'm looking, and I wish you could see what we see. Right now we're looking at the offense sitting in front of the coaches, and the coaches are coaching them up while kids who are playing one way are playing defense right now.
1st and 10, DeForest from their own 35-yard line. It's Harder, shotgun, handing off, and being taken down right now.
They tried to run a little counter, fullback and the H-back pulling to the left, and Brady Gassman got right off his block and made a great play.
Quick timeout for an injured MHB player on the sideline. Good play by Gassman.
Trying to get a number here.
Talking about that starting field position for DeForest, they start at their own 43, their own 36, the Mount Horeb 24, now at their own 35-yard line. Mount Horeb 3 times starting at their own 20, and this last time at their own 27, so definitely field position tilting DeForest's way so far.
You know, in a 10-point game, all you need is one big chunk play and get something in the end zone, and it's a new ball game. You know,
maybe a pick 6 right here.
Momentum is a funny thing.
It is.
Did we catch who's down yet?
I think it's Bama Doyle. I think is down on the field on this sideline, the Viking sideline here at about the 40-yard line. A few guys huddle around him, so we really don't have a vantage point.
I don't know if he was getting blocked downfield, but quite a ways away from the play. Actually losing 3 to 4 yards on that last carry.
Yeah, he was 8 or 9 yards downfield from where the ball carrier is at.
Homecoming nights here for these MHB Vikings. Glad to be with you. Looks like a decent night outside. We are protected from the breeze, but so far no rain. Been cloudy all day. Kind of felt like a fall day here in south central Wisconsin. It is Doyle who gets up under his own power and holding that left arm. That's never a good sign. That speaks to me to be a shoulder or
protecting shoulder, collarbone area. It looks like potentially. Sherry Almquist down there giving him attention.
Bama Doyle starting cornerback. See if we see Jackson Rose actually coming in. Yes, we do. 2nd down and 13 for Defoe. Trips to the right, one receiver left. Harder. Back to pass, has a clean pocket. He'll throw right side and has his man inside the MHB 44-yard line. Boy, they are slinging around and making connections downfield.
They ran Duffy on an out at about 12 yards, and they ran the slot guy on a little bit of a deeper out on the safety, and we just were not able to get over and make that play.
Nice pitch and catch that time.
Good route combination. And
1st and 10, Norski's now at the 41-yard line. 3 receivers. Spread out left side, Harder with a long count. He'll roll to his left. Quarterback keeper, tucks, runs, and he is smacked at the 40-yard line. Thank you, Scott Hall. It's a rude awakening at the 40-yard line.
I felt that up here. Jeez, that hurt.
It's a nasty hit for
I think the booth shook.
High school football player. That's incredible.
He had about a 12-yard sprint before he put that young man horizontal.
Might want to rethink running your quarterback so much here. We are approaching 9 minutes and counting in this first half. Vikings struggling here, but need something good to happen. Norski's leading 10-0. It's a 2nd down and 9. Double tight end, they'll pitch it. Right side. cutting inside up near the 35-yard line. Cam Krantz taking down Logan Hackle, the sophomore running back, getting up to about the 36.
Scotty Hall and Cam Krantz having a busy night so far.
As they always do. 92 tackles coming into tonight combined. Some workhorses. 3rd and 5. We'll call it up at the 36-yard line. They like this offset eye look with their quarterback in the pistol. Man in motion, that's Hackle. Moving left to right. Single receiver left side, it's Harder. Eludes one tackler, near side 35. Flag comes in.
Coming in.
And Harder with an initial first down, but I believe this one's coming back. Coach Ryan Kleppe had it all the way.
We had some good penetration right up the middle of the pocket there, which flushed him out to the left, and he would have been down in the pocket had he not had our defender up and held. Good opportunity here for our defense to get off the field and get the ball back to our offense.
Now it's 3rd and really long.
About 8 minutes to go before halftime here.
We'll have a nice guest here. Halftime, Dr. Steven Salerno, who's the new district administrator here in Mount Horeb. He's going to be talking about the facility survey that hit our mailboxes, and a lot of interest in this community right now on facilities. So we'll have insider knowledge hopefully coming up here.
Saw Dr. Salerno at the PC today at a little pep rally that was hosted by Mrs. Preen and Mrs. Fish. It was very nice.
3rd down and 16. At the 47, Harder. Back to pass. Has a clean pocket again. Throws. Right side sideline. And caught and dropped. Boy, he is throwing some excellent balls into the wind. Good coverage, Cade Nichols.
Cade Nichols under that, and Travis Classy over the top of that, and Cade was able to get back just in time to get that out of his hands because he had 2 hands on it.
Harder dropped it right in there.
That's a nice looking tight end. Good target, 6'4", 205, the junior Bryce Duffy. Cade Nichols, excellent coverage. Punting. DeForest first punt. It's partially blocked and picked up by one of the up men. Is that Cam Krantz back there?
Scotty Hall back there getting a hand on it. Cade Nichols.
Cade Nichols.
Heads up to catch it at the 35.
Getting the partial block, so maybe some life here for this MHB team. Their best starting field position at their own 35.
You don't see that very often.
You don't.
Where the up guy catches it right out of the air and away he
usually
goes.
Those block punts are wobbling and going all over the place, but
that went right to him.
Yes,
it was
it did.
a little
Smart
unlucky
play.
for Mount Horeb Barneville that a DeForest player happened to be right there. Otherwise, Cade had a little bit of room in front of him, too.
See if MHB can get a drive going here. They trail 10-0 here. Halfway through our second half, it's Winston making a cut left. Now right, now sideline, putting his head down and wrestled out of bounds at the DeForest 45-yard line. Life for the Vikings.
Great vision by Malik to cut back to the outside, and Jackson Rose threw him a nice block about 15 yards down the field.
Give him 25 on that carry.
We have the ability, Mount Horeb Barneville does, for chunk plays. We need a few right here.
Quick to the line, it's Winston again. Pushing the pile, left side. Nothing wrong with trying to get the running game going here a little bit. A lot of time in this one. They trailed 10-0.
7:20 to go in the half.
Try to get some rhythm here. Such a rhythm team. And
it is, and with our ability to throw the football, if you can start to make those linebackers creeping up, you're going to be able to get Rose and some of our other wideouts open down the field.
Murray shotgun looking left. He'll throw the bubble screen right side. Rose. Rose has a Viking first down inside the 31-yard line, up near the 30-yard line. Excellent bubble screen, and the Vikings have another first down.
Bringing him from outside the numbers to the inside, the lineman kicking out. And Jackson does have the ability to explode up the field with the football in his hands.
Eli Williams with an excellent block.
6:45 counting. First half, Winston gets the handoff. Starting left, he's going to turn right, backing his way up near the 27.
Good push on that right side again.
This is the MHB offense that we've grown accustomed to. A little shaky to start, but on the drive. Need to capitalize. Quarterback keeper, right side.
Flag coming in behind the play.
Might be a legal block on the right side. as Murray was keeping that one. We talked about Murray is going to run the ball some, 45 carries this year.
I think they got Mount Horeb Barneveld for a little backside hold there, trying to not let an end crash down on that play. It's really been where Clint has had his most success, faking that up in the middle and then being able to get on the edge, getting right or left tackle to pin an end in, and good blocking downfield by our receivers. But I think we got a backside hold on that one.
They lose about 9, 3rd down and 16. Handoff again, nothing. Trying to hand off right side for Winston, and a modest gain, getting just to the 35, gaining 1. Third and 15, we'll call it. Mount Horeb Barneveld going left to right. Under 6 minutes here in this first half. Shotgun Murray being pressured. Going to scramble, looking to throw. Murray will throw sideline. It's caught but out of bounds. Heck of a attempt there by Winston.
Murray's pass is complete.
Got some work to do here on 4th down, 4th and 15.
Clint had a lot of pressure coming from the outside. He wasn't able to see a couple of receivers he had open downfield.
Yeah, they had a free runner off the left end. He did a great job avoiding him, but just wasn't able to get his eyes back downfield, set his feet to throw.
Ball at the 35-yard line, 4th and 15 again, Murray. The quarterback slash punter. He's going to roll it.
About the 10-yard line maybe, 11-yard line.
Trying to reverse field position here a little bit and leave it up to your defense with just under 6 minutes to go here until halftime. Mount Horeb Barneveld having all 3 timeouts to work with if their defense can make a stand.
Promising drive, but very similar to in moments last weekend where the laundry on the field is stalling us out. So MHB's got to clean up the penalties. It will really kill the rhythm of an offense like ours.
First down and 10 up near the 12-yard line. Harder. Shotgun. Looking right. Going to hit his running back out of the backfield, and Cam Krantz knocks him down for a loss.
He wasn't fooled on that play. He went right with the running back. He saw the running back going to the flat, and he just sprinted after him.
Cam Krantz with the tackle.
Excellent read and recognition.
Boy, for a linebacker to make a play like that, that's incredible.
7 yards behind the line.
They're all the way back to
About the 6-yard line.
up around the 5. Losing 7, 2nd and 17 coming up for Defo. 5 minutes counting. It's a DeForest 10-0 lead. Harder. The 2nd down and 17. He's taking his time. He's in the end zone. He's going to throw and has his man again for a DeForest first down. That's the main target, Klein. Ball on the money, and that's a first down.
Scotty Hall was blitzing, but just as he was about to get there, he fell and was at his feet. Just couldn't quite grab him.
DeForest is running trips to the left side there and had Klein matched up one-on-one at the top of their formation, and he was able to get inside of our corner. And, again, the quarterback's putting him on the money.
He has thrown some really good balls.
It wasn't like we were 5 yards away from him. It was pretty close coverage, but just not close enough.
He's definitely been the difference in this first half. It's a fresh set of downs for DeForest at their own 22. MHB looking to blitz. It's a handoff. Left side, and again, not a lot of running room. They've been doing their damage through the air. Scott Hall.
Mike Holm turning them in, and Scotty Hall and Cam Krantz cleaning things up.
DeForest will get the ball coming out of halftime. Hit a 42-yard field goal and a 4-yard touchdown reception for Bryce Duffy. That's our score, 10-0. 2nd and 8. Man in motion is Patzner. It's jet sweep, right side. Patzner makes a cut up across the 30 and going to be a couple of yards short.
Number 43, Logan Hackle, kind of their secret weapon on that jet sweep.
3:30 left in the half. Important third down here. Get a stop, maybe get a score before half. Have some momentum going in.
Spotted at the 31, where it's 3rd and 3.
Third and maybe a long 2. Have to get up across the 33-yard line, we'll say. 3rd and 2. Harder has converted. He's played well this first half. Quarterback keeper right side. Harder is stuck right at the line, actually the first down marker, and he might have enough. Yes, he does. Move the sticks. He got thumped after that first down, but it is a Norski first down.
Tough run there because he took a whack.
He did.
Man,
Came
he
back
took a
up.
hit.
Now you just wonder if later in this game maybe some of those hits, you see that quite often, running quarterbacks.
Yep, absolutely.
Hit after hit sometimes.
He's going to need some ice at halftime.
That takes a toll. 1st and 10, Norski's at their own 34-yard line. We are under 3 minutes until halftime. Harder taking his time. He'll hand off left side. Cam Krantz, the missile. Blowing up another play. That's Patzner. And Coach Kleppe will take a timeout.
You got to give a lot of credit to the defensive line, who are really holding their block. They are holding the linemen and allowing our linebackers to just sprint through holes and make plays, and they are making plays.
And I think that's something that needs to be noticed and sometimes goes unnoticed.
Yeah.
Our game tonight brought to you in part by Badgerland Fencing. From your backyard to your back 40, Badgerland Fencing covers all your fencing needs. From farm and residential to commercial fences, Badgerland Fencing offers you the highest quality work at the industry's most competitive prices. Their number for a free estimate, 608-444-9266. Call them today. Again, we'll have Dr. Salerno up here at halftime and talk about that facilities survey that hit our mailboxes in the community and see if we can get some stuff down here in this community, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's athletic or academic or whatever the case may be.
Something to continue growing, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
Badger Conference is known for its physical play, and I don't think you're going to find a better linebacking duo than the two that we have. In fact, I don't know what school would have one that are better than those two guys.
And the one thing about those two is a lot of guys can get to the ball carrier, but they never miss when they go to tackle.
And they deliver a punch.
Triple deuces on the scoreboard. 2nd and 13 for DeForest at their own 31-yard line. Trips to the right. 3 receivers set, 1 to the left. That's Klein. Harder. Being pressured on the money again. Near that first down marker, yes it is. That's a beautiful throw. Another Norski first down, and Jarrett Klein is having a heyday. 6'3", 180 junior, getting some bullets from his quarterback.
Just another creating a matchup. Trips to one side. You got single coverage on the bottom of the formation on the short side, and they just run a simple slant, and we got no safety help over the top. And it's a relatively easy pitch and catch.
Well, we knew Harder was a dual threat, but tonight it's been his arm, showcasing that. Look who's back in the game, gentlemen.
Bama Doyle.
Harder, up high, it's intercepted.
Brady Gassman.
Near side. Flags come in, but MHB will retain the ball.
Travis Classy had it right in his hands, and it bounced off his hands, and Brady was right there. But we're going to get a little bit of either a block in the back by one of our safeties that was behind the play there. But we are going to have possession of the football with an opportunity to put some points on the board here.
Yeah, about 2 minutes left here and 2 timeouts to work with.
A little bit of a high throw, a little pressure. We had a little blitz off the edge.
Well, we need
Cade
to do that.
Serwanka was blitzing.
Yeah. We need to get him off his rhythm. Right now he is in his rhythm, meaning the DeForest quarterback. So we need to get him out of his rhythm. Make him throw that high pass. Get pressure on him.
He's been able to sit in his spot and deliver some nice throws. We dialed up some nice pressure there. Serwanka got some good pressure. He threw a little bit early, a little bit high.
Again, 2 timeouts to work with.
So we got a legal formation on DeForest.
Blocking the back on DeForest. Is that what he?
Not sure if he called it the wrong way or not.
I think he might have.
And he says we are declining both of them, so.
Well, that's odd. Illegal formation is declined. Somehow, DeForest gets called for a block in the back.
Post interception.
They called the penalty on DeForest, but they're marking it off against Mount Horeb. So either they marked it wrong or he called it wrong.
I have a feeling he called it wrong, but we have a lot of experts out there who are trying to help out.
All the respect in the world for the job that officials do, and I think they're going to probably have to huddle up right now to make sure we get this right.
Well, it seemed odd at the time, and
it did.
Sometimes you just got to go with your intuition. That's,
correct.
So Mount Horeb ball on their own 41 with
hard
a minute
to block in the back when you're trying to defend. But
minute 40 to go. Let's get a score right here.
Needless to say, big play by Travis Classy and Brady Gassman to get our offense back on the field with an opportunity to put some points on the board here.
See if they can go 59 yards for pay dirt. Winston putting his head down and driven up near the 42-yard line.
Minute 30 to go.
2 timeouts left.
Probably see the tempo pick up here just a touch.
2nd and 8.
Blitz by DeForest.
Murray throws low. That is caught. Up near the 48-yard line. Very late after the play. Tyreek Brunt.
And Eli Williams getting tied up.
20 yards past the line of scrimmage.
Mount Horeb faithful wants a flag on DeForest.
I think even the unfaithful want a flag on that.
I mean, our eyes were down the field where the play was at. It was a really nice catch out on the edge, and we called timeout. And behind the play, they were tied up, and it appeared that the Mount Horeb player might have gotten slung to the floor.
Minute 9 left. We have 1 timeout to go. 3rd and 3.
About 3 up near the 48.
And our kicking game is certainly not an issue this year with Chris Pertisati.
No, and when
we can get that ball down around the 35-yard
well.
line. Watched him last year as an 8th grader over in Middleton on the turf, bang one into the wind 42 yards. So he definitely has the leg to kick it from some distance.
He has a very lively leg, that's for sure.
A couple nice kickers here, which you don't see a lot these levels of football.
Yeah.
Aker knocking in a 42-yarder. 3rd and 5, MHB at their own 48-yard line. A little over a minute to work with until halftime. It's a handoff. Winston putting his head down and getting a Vikings first down across the DeForest 47. They'll stop the clock momentarily as they move the sticks.
Vikings getting lined up quickly before the chains are set.
Minute 3 to go.
Clock is winding.
Malik finishing that run. Murray back to pass. He'll roll to his right, throwing near side for Lobby, and he was looking to run before he brought it in the senior.
Turned his head just
disappointed.
Turned his head just before it came there. Tough one. Let's get it back. Those clock stops.
Good ball by Clint there, and Trey just understandable. Trying to make a play right before half and just took his eyes off the ball.
2nd and 10 now. 3 receivers to work with. Jackson Rose has it across the 35-yard line. He's wrestled down. That's a Vikings first down.
Clock should be stopping.
Speaking good throws, that was excellent by Murray.
45 seconds to go.
Plenty of time with a timeout here for the Vikings.
First down and 10 at the 33.
Clock
2
winds.
receivers near side. 1 far side. Murray to Rose, getting a block and stays in bounds at the 30-yard line. And Coach Kleppe will burn his final timeout.
Tried to run a little short side bubble there with Travis Classy blocking out there, and it's been a play that they've run a lot all season that's been really successful, but DeForest was able to close down on Jackson and tackle him before he could get out of bounds.
Our game tonight brought to you in part by Farmers Savings Bank, committed to providing a high level of customer service and products to enhance the well-being of the communities they serve. Whether it is for a home, farm, land, or business loan, Farmers Savings Bank has money to lend. Call today, 437-2265. Farmers Savings Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Don't take my savings account money when you go there. They got money, but that's mine. Treat me well. I'm sure that'll improve my interest rate there. 3 yards officially on that catch. 2nd down and 7 at the 30-yard line. Murray has time. Throwing middle field.
Mitch Ryan.
Mitch Ryan, the tight end spot, has a Viking first down across the 15-yard line. With about 30 seconds left. They'll reset
26 seconds to go.
Reset those chains. Wide open was Mitch Ryan.
Really good pocket for Clint. Line did a great job. They ran Trey Lauby down into the end zone, and Mitch just crossed underneath. Nice pitch and catch.
DeForest has a 6'4" tight end. We have a 6'7" tight end. Big target.
27 ticks left, and
DeForest
will stop the clock.
Norski's on their heels a little bit. Coach maybe wants to give him a chance to take a breath.
This drive started at the Vikings' own 41-yard line. It was an interception by Gassman, so DeForest. A 1st down and 10, come out throwing the ball. Gassman got the interception, and after an illegal block in the back, they took possession at their own 41-yard line all the way down to the 15.
You got to give MHB a lot of credit in this game because early on we really shot ourselves in the foot, and the defense, has really done a nice job. They gave up the short field touchdown, but we do have an interception in the end zone, and we also just had that interception. So kind of evening that out a little bit. We could punch in some points right now. Second half of football, anything can happen.
So ball's on the 15. There's 26 seconds left. You have no timeouts. Do you go to the end zone right here?
Well, you can still get a 1st down inside the 4-yard line, which would stop the clock, give you an opportunity to clock it. So still an opportunity. Mitch Ryan over the middle again would not be a bad call.
26 seconds to work with, 1st and 10 Vikings. Time is the important thing. Low snap. Murray has it, though. He'll throw it right side. And nearly caught.
Jackson rolls right in the corner, and Clint threw a good ball way to the outside. It would have been a really good catch. It would have been a really tough catch.
20 seconds left here. Murray again a clean pocket.
Good route by Jackson there. Just slightly thrown too far to the outside.
2nd and 10 at the 15. Murray again rolling to his right. Gonna throw. End zone.
Oh!
And incomplete again. Looking for that right side. 3rd down coming up.
Travis Classy just ran a dig route, run to the inside, and then just square out to the outside, and his feet got tangled with the defender. The ball was in the air. I'll let you fill in the blanks after that.
Thought it was a little too far over his head.
Here's Murray again. Rolling to his right, throwing end zone.
Travis Classy.
Caught near the goal line. Touchdown Vikings.
All right.
7 seconds on the clock. Clint was able to get back in a clean pocket. Travis ran a nice post route. Clint threw the ball up. Travis went up and got it.
Now that's the Mount Horeb offense we've come accustomed to. Good tempo, nice pockets, good passes, good catches.
And just like that, your defense gives you an opportunity, and you're right back in the ball game. Get the crowd back into it. Excellent drive.
Pertu Sadi on for the extra point try. Big point here. Lines are down. Snap back, ball down, kick up in the air, and it's good.
Great job by Brady Gassman. A little bit of a high snap. Did a nice job of remaining calm, getting that one down, and Chris banged it through.
That's a real timing thing.
It is.
If you don't get it down right away, the kicker's off his rhythm, it'll be a tough kick.
A 59-yard drive, 10 plays. Clint Murray connects with Travis Classy for a 15-yard touchdown receptions with just 7 seconds left in this first half in new life. for MHB.
Big plays on that drive, and that's a huge momentum swing for the Vikings to be able to go into halftime only down 3.
So Vikings had 2 timeouts, good time management. Their defense did their job. Excellent execution by the offense. That's a well-done drive with about a minute and a half to work with. For a high school team, that was outstanding.
You know, absolutely. And the fact that the Vikings are used to running up-tempo offense, they get their first downs, they know the clock is stopped. Being able to get the hand signals in to call that play and be at the line of scrimmage so you're only burning 1 or 2 seconds before you run the next play is
Yeah, and how about
big.
DeForest taking the 1 timeout there,
Yeah.
stopping the clock, giving both teams a chance to reset. But typically you just want to keep that clock running. But
Amazing the composure that young high school kids have right there.
Yeah.
Pertu Sadian for the kickoff. His first time booting it. He'll kick it near side and will skirt the sideline and go out of bounds. If you're DeForest, make him kick it again. I would.
Looks like they're going to be content to trot on the field and
So
go
you
into
get up to
halftime
35.
with a 3-point lead.
DeForest
We'll
gets the
see.
ball coming out of half.
Near the side, his kick goes out of bounds.
Our halftime stats brought to you by Market, Mount Horeb's custom apparel shop. Well, we haven't really been keeping stats, so
We're going to make some up.
we'll see.
When we go to a commercial,
Maybe Nolan can stop by and give us some stats.
we'll be making up some stats.
We've been
We're going to count on the fact that the listeners haven't been keeping stats
a little
either,
too
so you-
excited here to figure that one out. And that is our end of our first half. Fireworks in the second quarter for Mount Horeb. And trail just 10-7 here at homecoming to the visiting DeForest North Skis.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Again, at halftime, why don't you stick around? We've got a special interview by Dr. Steven Salerno, District Superintendent here at Mount Horeb. We're going to be talking about the facility survey coming up here in Mount Horeb. We'll take a quick break and come back with our halftime guests. This is the Vikings on Wisco Radio, trailing 10-7 at halftime to DeForest.
Emily Hefty.
sails over the receiver's head, and Gassman comes up with it. So that was a big play there. While they were throwing the ball very well,
Yes.
they elected to throw, and Mount Horeb with 2 timeouts down and get that touchdown.
And it's going to be interesting to see in the second half, how do we handle number 80 and number 4, because they kind of had their way with us a little bit. And conversely, how does DeForest handle number 5 and number 2 for us on defense with Krantz and Hall, who have been just wreaking havoc on their running game. They've been able to push the ball down the field through the air a little bit on us, so I would guess we'll have an adjustment for that in the second half. But they really haven't had an answer for our run defense either, and our offense really hasn't had the ball that much. So we'll see what we can do when we get the football back.
Yeah, it might have been a bit of a change for Mount Horeb. They brought Malik back in. Jackson Rose started the game at running back. Definitely different styles, but I think it's nice to get Jackson out on the edge. Let him make plays out on the edge. I know why they have him in the backfield, because he can break off, that 60-yard run like nothing. But Malik, a little bit more stability there.
Well, Jackson's a returning all-conference player, so all the teams know that. When he goes wide, he definitely draws interest from the other team. Whether they double cover him or they put their best cover guy on him, he does get attention. So putting him out is a key. And I also think a key defensively for us will be getting pressure on their quarterback, flushing him out of the pocket, taking them out of their rhythm.
Yep. The times we did that in the first half, we were able to force him into not as accurate of throws. And to your point about Jackson, when we did get him on the edge, all of a sudden Mitch Ryan and Trey Lauby and Travis Classy were able to find some holes in DeForest defense, and Clint was able to put the ball on the money so we can move the football. And we got to give it up to our offensive line. I mean, really, Clint has had a lot of time to throw the football. A couple times he got flushed out when they blitzed, but they've done a nice job opening up some holes for Malik late in that first half, and giving Clint time to throw the football.
Yeah, you look at DeForest and Harder's been on the run a little bit more and getting some pressure, and he stood in there under pressure and thrown a couple really good balls with a guy in his face, whereas you're right, Clint's had more of a clean pocket, able to step up if he needs to, but been very impressed with this DeForest quarterback. We have to give him his props, because he has been throwing pretty much lasers, and he's had to run a little bit as well. So, he really threw the ball pretty well in that first half.
And defensively, our defensive backs, whether it be a cornerback or a safety, have been in really good position to make a play on the ball, and he's just put the ball where only his guy can catch it. So it really isn't any fault of the defense at that point. Sometimes good offense just beats good defense.
Wrapping up our halftime show here, we want to thank Dr. Salerno for joining us on our Wisco Radio halftime show. Talking about the facilities survey that's hit mailboxes in the community. You can also take it online. Even Jack Preen did it online, so it must not be too difficult.
It's not too hard if a guy like me can do it.
Right? All right.
Wait a minute.
Is that where you insert?
Is that a slam?
No,
is that
it's
where
a
you
vote of
insert
confidence.
reality?
The gym teacher comment? Is that where I'm?
Oh, here we
It's a
go.
I
vote
didn't
of
know if
confidence.
I was supposed to. There was a pause there, like.
I didn't know what to say. This just in from New Glarus. New Glarus up 21-6 over Marshall. Why I give you that score? I work with one of the assistant coaches.
All right.
Shout out to Arnie.
Defo will be starting the second half. They lead 10-7 going into the third quarter. Bertu Sadi kicking off the freshman. Where's number 38? He's a lefty. And we're underway, second half. A low liner, and eventually picked up at the 10-yard line, middle of field, 20. And eluding tacklers up across the 30-yard line, and not going down up across the 32. So DeForest will set up shop at their own 32-yard line.
Couple scores. One a key, little easier time of things this week with a 41-0 lead on Portage, and good battle in the Badger South. Monroe and Monona Grove. MG with a 14-3 lead on Monroe.
It's Harder again. Double wings. He's in the pistol shotgun. He'll hand off, and nothing there. The run defense has been outstanding. And that time, Gage Schultz providing the stone wall.
Just about got the handoff. Almost took her to the house. Big guy pushed his offensive blocker all the way into the backfield. Tackled the blocker and the ball carrier at the same time. Nice play.
They've lost some yards in the running game, and this time losing 3 more. 2nd and 13. 3 receivers to Harder's right side. It's a wide side for him. They've got Klein isolated, top shelf. It's Harder, back to pass, clean pocket, throws, middle field looking for Klein, and it's broken up. Excellent play, Bama Doyle back in the game. And Doyle Island does it again.
Very similar coverage to what there was in the first half. MHB making the play there.
Boy, it didn't look good when Bama Doyle came out of the game in that second quarter. And you would think maybe a possible collarbone or shoulder injury, but he's all right. Maybe a stinger of some sort.
Tough kid.
3rd down and 13 now. It's Harder. Again, 4 receivers set, single back to his left. Harder's in the shotgun. Back to pass, Harder. Good push. Tuckett. He's going to run. Left side, throws sideline and dumps it low. Looking for Klein again. It was Bama Doyle
Cam
providing
Krantz.
coverage. 4th down coming up.
Cam Krantz unloaded on him on the sidelines. Clean hit, good hit.
Nice job of getting him out of his rhythm. So here we go. Three and out.
3 and out.
Aker punting, standing inside his own 20. Rose back deep at his 29. A good snap, Aker. Gets off a decent punt. And fair caught up across the 32-yard line.
Travis Classy with the sliding
Classy
catch.
back there.
Well, see if they can pick up where they left off at the end of the first half. Get back in that good rhythm.
You definitely sense in that last drive and now right here at the opening drive for DeForest a feeling of swinging momentum.
To your point, Brad, is Malik Winston going to start out a tailback here in the second half.
Ball marked at the 32-yard line. Vikings' first possession of this second half. And a false start on Steinhoff. Everybody saw that one. All the experts even saw that one. I think that was that's Canadian rules there, right?
Or arena football.
Arena football, Canadian rules.
But not here.
Not here. 1st and 15. Murray, double pumps. He throws near side, Steinhoff. Making up for it. And good yardage up across the 42.
That was a heck of a throw by Clint there to get it over the linebacker that was covering the flat and then in front of that DB out on the edge. Really good throw.
Not an easy play for a quarterback to pump it, bring it back, and then throw it on the line again.
Double tight, actually single tight. Mitch Ryan faked the handoff.
Kept it.
Murray, left sideline, puts his shoulder into the defender. Riding out the defender, Colton Coates. Taking a ride. Thank you, Clint Murray. They're inside the Norski 40-yard line.
Well, the last time they tried to run that play, it resulted in a fumble, and this time it was excellent execution. We didn't even know where the ball was on that one. Clint went down the left sideline.
24 on that carry. Winston starts left, ends up right, and is dumped up at the 30-yard line, but not before another Viking first down.
Nice jump cut to finish his run right there.
He's a yard short. Blew my call. He'll get it this time, though. 2nd down and 1. Handoff. Winston. There he has it. And a flag comes in late. 2nd down and 1 at a nice gain, but might have been aided.
They're going to call Eli Williams for holding, and he's standing out there, both his hands up, shoulder pad, his jersey's up over his shoulder pad. They're going to get him for a hold. Not that I'm questioning the call.
Well,
I didn't sense that at all. That's all right. Murray, he'll get him back into tip-top shape.
We do have good rhythm, good tempo right now.
Us or them?
Well, the three of us.
We're doing pretty good right now.
Second and 13.
Ball back to the 42-yard line. It's a 2nd and 13 replay. 2nd down. Fake the handoff. Throw left side. Mitch Ryan eluding tacklers and getting up across the 40. Mitch Ryan normally plays tight end. They backed him up and threw it to him in the flat.
Well, opportunity here maybe to not get it all back, but maybe half of it here. Opportunity to go for it on 4th down and short if you can get 7-8 yards here.
Yeah, I think we're in 4-down territory. Well, at least
Absolutely.
they are. I don't know if
Absolutely.
we are. But
We are. We are, buddy.
I'm calling it right now.
We're homers.
3rd and 11. Murray. Again, nice pocket. Murray looking to pass. We'll run. We'll step back. He'll throw it. End zone. Looking for Rose.
Flag down.
And a penalty comes in. Jackson Rose in the end zone. Murray gave him a nice ball, gave him a chance.
Well, the line did a great job giving him time, and he ran out to his right. He had some room to run there because there was some man coverage, but he saw Jackson break open down the middle, and it was a good decision by Clint.
He did. He was looking at Trey Lobby, and Lobby was actually being tackled by 2 DeForest defenders. So he went deep to Jackson.
They got some speed for sure on the edges.
Pass interference is the call against Jaworski.
Jackson Rose, 25 catches coming into tonight, leading the team. Averaging over 6.5 per catch. Looking for touchdown number 2. 1st down and 10. Vikings now. They are positioned at the 25. They convert on a penalty. Nobody's complaining. Handoff. Winston, he is wrestled down.
That's going to be a
Big time flags come in. I think everybody threw one.
I just threw one.
They just unloaded their pockets. They might have to start throwing socks. Could be a face mask. Might have ripped him down with his face mask. We're waiting on our Wisco Radio replay. Not coming.
And there it was.
And there it was.
Hope you caught it the first time.
Personal foul variety on the face mask. That's going to be 15 more yards.
Yeah, so again, they can either call a 5-yarder or a 15-yarder. That's a major violation. That's what they get.
Penalties going Mount Horeb Barneville's way right now.
Especially on this drive. Mount Horeb forcing a 3-and-out. This drive started at their own 32. They are on the move and looking much better here to start this second half. Now it's 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line on the move. 2 receivers to work with on the left side for Murray. 1 to his right. Winston in the backfield. Fake the handoff. Quarterback keeper up the middle. Murray looking to get inside the 5-yard line and pushes the pile to the 4.
Either going to be a 1st down or just barely short. He needed to get, I think just inside the 4. I think he's just short.
Good 1st down yardage. Anytime you can get 9 yards on your 1st down, that's going to make life a little easier.
Get you ahead of the chains.
They are quickly to the line. Murray, high snap, brings it down. Trying to find that 1st down marker, and he has it at the 3.
No idea how he was able to catch that snap. It
He's
was
way more
about
athletic
over
than
his
we
head.
are. That's why.
That's a good point, Brad. He's able to get back to the line of scrimmage. That could have been a
my
disaster.
fondest memories, I hope I don't rat anybody out, is Trey Reckner and Clint Murray on one scooter driving by my house. Now, if that isn't a sight, I don't know what it is. Same scooter. That scooter was screaming for its life.
And he did get the 1st down. They had initially had the
that has nothing to do with what just happened, but I thought I'd share that story.
That's good insight, Brad.
That is insider knowledge
That's
right there. You just don't get that anywhere
was
else.
Bob Euchre-esque right there.
He gets a 1st down, 1st and goal, now at the 3. Murray will throw it near the goal line. Touchdown Vikings.
Jackson Rose.
Jackson Rose collects number 2 on the year, and the Vikings take their first lead of the game.
That was a nice catch. I thought the defender got there early, had his arms around him. Jackson looked it into his hands, went into the end zone. Nice play.
Ran Laube into the corner on a little fade, and they had Jackson just slant underneath that. And he did a really good job of being definitive on his route, not letting that defender cut him off. And Clint made a nice throw. Really good catch for Jackson, then drugged the defender right into the end zone.
Deciding to attempt the extra point.
Bertusati on for the extra point try. Lines down, ball down, kick up in the air, and he strikes it through. Vikings take the third quarter lead to the Vikings on Wisco Radio. And welcome back to Mount Horeb High School. Brad Richardson, Mark Frederickson, Jack Green, Blaine Vestal.
Tyler Anderson sitting here as well.
Tyler Anderson is providing color commentary over there.
Doing some filming for us and checking the clock for us from time to time.
He's just counting the time down so he has to be out of this booth with these yahoos up here.
Ready for this night to be over with. Loves being next to me, right, Ty?
Lots of action left here. 8 minutes left, third quarter. Vikings found their rhythm. Let's see if their defense can hold up their strong play. Picked up by DeForest at the 10, up near the 20 now. And stacked up across the 27.
Nate Cruz on the play there. Nice tackle.
Good special teams coverage. In that first half, DeForest really had the advantage field position-wise, starting upward towards their own 30-yard line, sometimes the 40-yard line. They got a gift at the Mount Horeb 24, but big story in that first half. It looks a little different so far to start this third quarter. First down and 10. We'll call the 27. Vikings leading 14-10. Double tight. Two receivers, four harder. He'll hand off. Right side. And Scott Hall takes him down.
Mike Holm.
Mike Holm.
Right from his defensive end position, they tried to pin him inside, and he fought right off that block and made a nice play.
I would think they would try to get number 80 back involved in their offense. So we'll see. Watch here. Obvious, not an obvious passing down, but it could be second and 10.
Second and 10. Anything could happen really on second and 10.
They got both receivers that they like to go to on opposite sides of the line.
They have Klein split out wide side of the field, left side of Harder. He's been their main target. Two receivers set. Harder will hand off up the middle and gets across the 32-yard line. Brady Gassman taking care of business. Logan Hackle with another carry.
Dropping Mike Holm into coverage right there, kind of trying to take that slant away they were going to at the top of the formation there with number 4 from DeForest. They just dropped Mike back, trusting our linebackers and our D-line up in the middle to make that stop on the run, and they did a great job of executing.
Good halftime adjustment by the coaches.
Good halftime adjustment.
Third down and 5. They go 4 receiver set. They've been pretty good on third down. Harder double fakes, and it is almost intercepted, almost caught. And it falls incomplete. Cade Nichols had a beat on it. Klein missed it, and it's an incomplete pass. So
it appeared their initial look was going to be in the flat there, and Bama Doyle had just read that very well, and then they threw a ball down the sidelines, and Cade Nichols was in position to intercept it, kind of missed time to just jump a little bit, went through his hands, and fortunately went through number 4's hands as well.
Another 3 and out. Here we go, MHB.
Defense is stepping up. Getting off the field on third down, that's big.
MHB was in a battle last week with Wanakee, one of the best running backs in probably most of the state. High snap for Aker, no pressure though, and gets off a nice spiraling punt coming near side, and Classy will watch it roll inside
11-yard line.
The 15 up near the 11. Nice punt. And the Vikings have some work to do. Our game today brought to you in part by PlayN Wisconsin. Why not have the home court advantage all the time? PlayN Wisconsin is your source for the largest selection of basketball hoops at the lowest prices. Superior quality your family can grow with right outside your door. Come in and try it first at PlayN Wisconsin, Parmenter Street in Middleton, or PlayNWisconsin.com. It's no fun to check out those hoops online. Go to their store in Parmenter Street. That's where I would go. Show off your moves. First down and 10 for the Vikings at their own 11-yard line. Handoff up the middle again.
Malik. Winston with some good yardage. Good first down yardage.
Yeah, they've looked pretty good with Malik coming in.
Gain of 3 on the play brings up 2nd and 7.
Up near the 14-yard line. MHB holding a 14-10 lead. DeForest led 10-0. 2 responses by Mount Horeb. It's a sweep. Winston trying to find the corner. Eludes one tackler. Puts his head down up near the line of scrimmage.
Winston on the carry.
Getting him involved in a sweep coming from Murray's left side. And it's a modest gain. Cool night here in Mount Horeb, but good football weather. A little bit of a breeze. Rain is holding off so far, best we can tell. 3rd and 7. Vikings from their own 14. Murray shotgun. Swinging it. Right side to Rose, eluding one tackler. Tip-a-toeing.
Flag down.
Sideline. Flag comes in late.
They ran him out of bounds and got him about 5 yards out and decided to throw him down, and they're going to get a little extra yardage for that.
Mount Horeb converting on 3rd down. 3rd and 7. Going to the big playmaker, Jackson Rose.
Personal foul against the Norskies.
Give him 15 more yards. Penalties going against DeForest in this second half. And Mount Horeb taking advantage.
Penalty puts the ball at
Update from China. Cubby's visiting the Great Wall today.
First and 10 Vikings.
I get a tweet back.
He's having a good experience. Hand up the middle. It's Gassman powering his way to the DeForest 38-yard line. I love how he finishes runs.
Dishing out a little punishment to Alex Gonzalez at the end of that run.
Mount Horeb, Barneveld quickly to the line. 1st and 10 now to 38. They have the rhythm. Handoff. Gassman starting left, ending right inside the 33.
Using 3 running backs tonight, and they all bring something a little different to the table. Right now, Brady looks very fresh legs.
He's the hammer right now.
He's the hammer.
This drive started at their own 11, now to 33. One more hammer time. Hammer time with a first down up near the 26.
We talked about him a little bit earlier, but the offensive line right now is just having their way with DeForest.
DeForest looking a little gassed here as of late, and MHB looking a lot better. Murray, quarterback keeper, and getting up near the 20-yard line. Fake the handoff to Winston, coming around left side again and getting inside the 30.
That tempo will start to wear you down after a little bit of time. We saw DeForest have to use a timeout at the end of the first half to give their defense a breather, and they might be on the verge of that again. They're going to find themselves down even more.
Yeah, I'm sorry, inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. 2nd and 3, handoff, Winston. Strung out left side and trying to find that hole and can't do it. Losing a few.
With the offense that MHB runs, they zone block concepts up with the offensive line. So the running back then is looking for a hole, and it might not be where it typically would be. It may float. So that's why he's kind of stringing it out to see where the hole might be.
3rd and 7, up near the 23. Murray rolling to his right. He'll throw sideline right side, and it's caught, and he's out of bounds. Jackson Rose about the 2-yard line.
Heck of a throw by Clint, rolling out to his right.
We'll go down to our field level camera and I guess that replay is not coming too quickly either.
DeForest has a defensive back down just outside the end zone, guarding Jackson on the play.
I don't think he was out by much. We have a stoppage
No.
in play here. 3:04 left in this third quarter. Vikings holding on to a 14-10 lead. This homecoming crowd being treated to an outstanding football game here. Late in September. Playoff push is on for sure.
2:59 to go in the quarter.
Pertusati on for the field goal try. About 40 yards. The ball is marked at the 23 left hash. The freshman, ball down. Kick up in the air, and he wobbles it to the back of the end zone, and it's no good. He'd probably like that one back. We've seen him strike him from further back, but this Mount Horeb defense will have to come back on the field.
Almost looked right there where he might have kicked dirt before he got to the ball, resulting in not a solid kick.
Again, just a timing thing, not necessarily the cleanest exchange from center to holder. Might have thrown Chris's timing off just a little bit there.
2:52 remaining in this third quarter. It's a 14-10 MHB lead. DeForest with 2 3-and-outs to start this second half after seemingly near the end zone most of that first half, but only coming away with 10 points. Again, good to see Bama Doyle back in the game. We thought maybe a game-ending injury for him, but maybe just a stinger for him. He's back in playing cornerback. 1st and 10. Harder in the shotgun. Ball to 20-yard line. Long count. He'll hand off left side, and a little bit better running room that time was Hackle up near the 25.
Well, so far in the third quarter, DeForest has had 2 3-and-outs. So things are really going defensively really well for MHB. Has changed the tempo of the game.
Absolutely, and on that play, they had their number 80 Duffy, their best playmaker. Good first half was in blocking.
Offset eye for Harder. 2nd and 5 at the 25. 2 receivers to work with. He'll hand off right side. That's Hackle putting his head down and being driven down at the 30-yard line. Brady Gassman, first man to make contact.
DeForest had success throwing in the first half. They've kind of gone away from it. I don't know if it's because maybe he threw a pick and they're a little shy if they have him throw some again.
Maybe trying to keep our offense off the field a little bit.
Maybe trying to
let their defense have a little bit of a break. And establishing the run is never a bad idea.
3rd down and a full yard for DeForest. Harder, hands off, left side. That's a first down. Norski's across the 33. They'll move the sticks. Their first down of the second half.
With 1.5 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Good to be with you here tonight. Homecoming for MHB. Brad Richardson, Mark Fredrickson, Jack Preen, Blaine Bestel, Bryce Hopwood helped me get going. I appreciated that. Split backfield. Flanking Harder. Fakes a handoff. Has time. Throws middle field. It's intercepted. Classy. Near side. The 25. Sideline. 15-yard line.
Flag down behind
Flag
the
came
play.
in, but after the interception.
If we could watch the replay on that, Blaine, good. Travis was playing center field. He had his eyes locked on the quarterback.
I did too.
And as soon as he threw the ball, he made a break on the ball. Classy did. Caught it in mid-sprint. Down the sideline he went. That was a great play by him.
They had Thad Brinkman lined up over the top of 80 on that play, and they had Classy as the deep safety. And Thad released him to the safety, and as you said, Travis just sat on that route, read it perfectly, and picked it off.
Vikings in business at their own 34-yard line. Travis Classy with a touchdown and an interception in tonight's game alone. 1st down and 10 at the 34 of DeForest. Excellent starting field position with 1:20 left, third quarter. The snap, the handoff. Winston starting left, making one cut, and he's upended after making a nifty move, but maybe getting back to the line of scrimmage.
First cut, very impressive. Probably should have stuck his foot in the ground and got upfield there, but tried to get back to the outside. Had he been able to get away from that defender, he probably would have had some room to run.
But to watch a sophomore like that, being able to jump cut like he does, that's natural. That's tough to teach someone.
That's impressive.
He's come a long way from game number one, and you could see him being a sophomore game one, but really looking good. He was a little bit more unsure of himself game one, but he'll start to learn as a running back, it's one cut and you're gone.
Yep.
And I think that's one of the things I've really appreciated about Brady Gassman is he makes one cut and he's gone, but you're starting to see some of the signs also from Malik here as a sophomore.
Yeah, the more reps Malik gets, the better he's gonna get.
The grade float winner was the sophomores. And the overall Spirit Week winner is the class of 2000.
Timeout out on the field. Is it an actual timeout or is it an injury? I really need Cade here to keep track of these things. Man. These guys are just here for the free Gatorade and Skittles.
I thought we were getting paid. Didn't you say something
It
about
comes
a
later,
paycheck?
all right? It comes later after your evaluation.
Well, then I'm going to be in trouble.
Second down and 10. It's a handoff. Actually, quarterback keeper. Murray getting a block downfield. Jackson Rose eluding tacklers, getting inside the 16-yard line. Excellent play fake to Gassman, and Clint Murray with his legs gets a Vikings first down and an injured Norski.
When Clint runs that read option, it is hard to tell who has the ball. Everybody, including us, thought
Great fake.
thought Brady Gassman had the ball, and Clint had it going around end.
Our game tonight brought to you in part by Mount Horeb Chiropractic. If you're needing chiropractic services, Dr. Joe Ryan at Mount Horeb Chiropractic will provide the finest chiropractic care to each and every patient. Dr. Ryan uses advanced spinal correction and chiropractic adjustments utilizing state-of-the-art techniques located at 1840 Business Highway 18151 next to Pizza Hut, or call 608-437-0099 to set up an appointment today. Our game also brought to you by the Grumpy Troll. Whatever the occasion, the Grumpy Troll is a perfect location to meet friends, family, or business associates, or buy the Wisco crew a drink. Located at 105 South 2nd Street in Mount Horeb, the second level is home to Grumpy Troll's award-winning specialty pizza, including Cosmic Swirl, Piggy Pie, and the traditional Grumpy Troll Pizza. Stop in tonight. They're also open on the weekend, so you could even stop in tomorrow. Ball placed at the 15-yard line. Vikings on the run again, a handoff left side, and not much doing that time. That was Joey Spahn creating some havoc in the backfield.
That was probably the first time that they caught him with the ball. They finally figured out who had it. That was the last play of the third quarter. We're going to go into the fourth quarter.
Fourth quarter, Vikings leading 14-10. We'll take a break. This is the Vikings on Wisco Radio. And we're back at the campus of Mount Horeb, home of the Mount Horeb Barnwell Vikings. It's homecoming night for these MHB Vikings taking on the visiting DeForest Norskis. It's Old Fogey night here in the booth.
Easy.
Brad Richardson.
Easy.
Also joined
Why
by
is he
Jack
looking at
Green
me when
and
he said old fogey?
Mark Frederickson. Experienced, mature.
There you go.
No ARP card in my pocket,
Not
I'll
really.
tell you that.
No.
You left it at home or what?
I did
wish
leave it
I
at
could
home.
say
I
the
did. Dang it, Brad.
We got Blaine here, so he brings down the average age a little bit. So it's good to have him here. School going well, Blaine? Good? For the most part. Yeah, for the most part, he says. Blaine, a sophomore at UW. Heard it's a good school.
You know what they say.
No, what do they say? 2nd and 14 for the Vikings at the 19-yard line. Our first play of the fourth quarter. Gassman in the backfield. Murray looks left, throws right to Jackson Rose, and getting through some tacklers and some trash and getting up near the 17. So making some positive yards on that 2nd and long.
Pretty well read by DeForest defense there. Good blocking initially, but they were able to corral Jackson.
3rd and 12 from the 17. I think the important thing is the Vikings have the wind at their back, so maybe a possible field goal try if they don't convert. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Murray throwing left and going down low was Lobby at the 10-yard line. 4th down coming up. And I think the Vikings are going to go for it the way their defense is playing.
Ran Miles Steinoff on a post and just ran Trey right in behind him on a slant, but the ball was just a little bit low. Trey did have a little bit of room to run there. A little bit of a higher throw might have resulted in a first down.
4th and 6. Up around the 11-yard line. 3 receivers to Murray's left, 1 to his right. Back to pass. Murray has a really good pocket.
Lot of room to run.
He's going to run near side to 10, the 5. And Murray wrestled down inside the 3-yard line. A 4th and 6. MHB converts. 1st and goal inside the 3.
Well, the defensive end for DeForest came up the field, allowed Clint to step right underneath him, and there was nobody home out there to the right side. Came very close to getting in the end zone.
First drive of our fourth quarter.
Trips to the left. Brady
Murray.
Gassman right up the middle for a touchdown.
Touchdown, Brady Gassman. Give him number 2 on the year, and the Vikings extend their lead 20-10.
Good read by Clint as the defensive end went right at Clint. Clint just gave it out to Brady. Brady went where the vacated defensive end was.
Untouched.
Touchdown.
10:36 left here in this fourth quarter, and the Vikings hoping to go up 21-10.
You're good.
Urtu Sadi, the freshman. Lines are down, ball down, kick up in the air, and it is another good one. Vikings lead 21-10 in the fourth quarter. This is the Vikings on Wisco Radio. Welcome back to Mount Horeb High School. MHB Vikings taking a 21-10 lead after spotting DeForest 10 points.
Well, gutsy there on 4th and 6 to go for it, but as we pointed out, defense playing really well.
Yep.
Offense is kind of rolling, got the defense on their heels. Results in a touchdown.
Offensive line really protecting Clint here tonight.
Man.
Doing an outstanding job. Those guys never get enough credit when things are going well. And then as an offensive lineman, you never want your name heard. And tonight, we're not talking about them because they're not giving up sacks. They're not causing penalties, but excellent play up front. 21-10 Vikings, 10.5 to go in this final quarter. Urtu Sadi going to
Let's see. If it's in the end zone, they don't really know just yet. It's going to be a touchback
really close.
or out of bounds. and he's going to call it out of bounds.
Went out just shy of that pylon, and DeForest likely taking over at the 35-yard line. They could decline and make him do it again, but they are going to set up shop at the 35.
Kick goes out of bounds. Ball will be spotted at
DeForest with 12 plays in this second half. MHB turned him over, interception last time, converting into 7 points. First down and 10, DeForest at the 35-yard line. Handoff, right side. Making a little bit out of nothing was Hackle. Right side, but Scott Hall cleaning things up. There was some question if Cam Krantz would play tonight. He has showed no signs of an ailing shoulder.
He's been pretty good.
He's been ailing their shoulders, but not his own.
2nd and 7 after that 3-yard run. 2 receivers. Split eye, and again, not much running room left side. Hackle meeting the defensive front for the Vikings.
Honestly, a little confusing with how DeForest threw the ball in the first half and was able to move the ball on us, and now they've just kind of gone to ground and pound. They're going too tights. They're just lining them up and saying we're going to try to run the ball at you. A little confusing.
It is.
And that's the strength of this Mount Horeb defense, is their run defense. Fun team to watch, for sure. 3rd down and 6. Right at the 39-yard line. Wide side to Harder's right. 4 receivers set. 1 back in the backfield. Right of Harder. In the shotgun. Gets a snap. Back to pass. Dancing.
Oh.
Left side. Harder. Sideline. And see where they'll call him out of bounds. Shy of the first down marker. Had to get to the 45. Did not. Maybe a full 2 yards short.
Holm got just enough of him to get him out of bounds there on the sidelines.
Yes, 2 full yards at their own 43.
I think Scotty Hall might have had a sack there, but looked like the DeForest blocker had a little bit of his jersey as he was trying to get by him. Little hook. Good block when you can hook a kid.
Potentially a hold.
We don't know that for sure.
Allegedly a hold.
I'm looking at the replay now. It looks like a hold.
4th and 2, DeForest looking like they're going for it. Trailing 21-10. On the road. Harder. Long count. And movement in the backfield. I think it was Bazaki who moved first, drawing off the defensive front for the Vikings. And we'll sort this one out.
We're going to back him up.
One of those times when I think they were just trying to draw off Mount Horeb and get a freebie.
Now they're going to talk about it.
Instead,
the guy on the
if it's a 5-yard penalty on DeForest, it might take him out of the range for going for it. Clock stopped here with a little over 9 minutes to go, 4th quarter. Vikings leading 21-10, a 21-0 unanswered points. After spotting Defo, 10 points. They're saying offsides on MHB. To be fair, it seemed a bit simultaneous. However, I believe the running back caused that, but
That's
the
puzzling.
officials think differently.
Well, they got to regroup here and play defense.
Yep.
They have done that.
Don't let that bother them. Here we go.
First down and 10. After that MHB penalty, Scott Hall looking like he's blitzing. He won't. 1st and 10. Harder has a pocket, throwing, and it's intercepted. Flag down in the backfield. Cade Nichols with the INT. Let's see if this one holds after such a good play first half. Harder
Holding on to DeForest.
has been a bit erratic here second half.
Same route combinations, the outs they ran with 80 and 4. Cade was sitting right on it. Really good play.
Looks like we've done a little bit more double coverage in the backfield, and it's really paid off. We bracketed a couple kids.
Getting a safety over the top of number 80 has really helped. Anytime I try to go to him, there's always going to be somebody at the top of his route. And that was Cade Nichols that time with a good interception.
The last 5 possessions for DeForest, 3 interceptions. Starting the party was Brady Gassman. Classy in there, and most recently, Cade Nichols. First down and 10, Vikings from their own 35-yard line. Holding a 21-10 lead. Under 9 minutes ago in this one. Homecoming matchup. Handoff, Winston, he slips and gang tackled up around the 29. They'll keep the clock running.
Well, we talked about it at halftime, who was going to make the adjustments to what the other team was doing well. And, you know, to this point, you have to say MHB has done a great job defensively, taking away number 80 and number 4 for DeForest. They really haven't done anything this whole half.
They haven't done anything in the second half, and they were having their way in the first half.
Second down and 5, back 15, back at the 30-yard line. Pass completed far side, left sideline to Steinhoff. And getting some chunks back on that initial loss.
Another really nice throw by Clint Murray, getting it over that linebacker in the flat in front of the DB, covering the receiver on the corner, and a nice catch by Miles.
Third down and 6. Vikings moving left to right. Win it their back and movement on the line.
Left guard, a little early.
Yeah, Ben Stoutslin. A little itchy. He heard about that piggy pie at Grumpy Troll. So
He did.
looking forward to that.
Ball start the call against the Vikings.
Push them back 5 yards. They'll replay third down.
Ball's placed at the 34
Big week here for Mount Horeb, homecoming week. We had coverage of the boys' soccer game on Tuesday night. The girls' volleyball team victorious last night. 3 straight sets. Fun time to be a Vikings fan. Murray fakes the handoff. Flushing to his right. He'll throw right side.
Mitch
Ryan looking for that first down marker. He's across the 45, and he has a Mount Horeb first down.
This is another great job by Eli Williams, inviting that end up the field and just continuing to push him up the field. Clint comes underneath that block and is able to find Mitch out in the flat for a big first down.
Needed 11, got 12. Trying to be greedy. First and 10 now. Fake the handoff. Murray up the middle, puts his shoulder pads down and gets inside Norski territory.
Stousland and Shiraka 10 yards down the field cleaning people out. Really good blocking there.
The defensive lineman looked like he really didn't like it too much. He was on his back.
They were 10 yards down the field, and the D linemen were 12 yards down the field.
Second and 6. Inside Norski territory. Gassman lunging for the 45-yard line after initial cut to his left. There was one cut and up the field.
You know, we've talked about tempo and how Mount Horeb wants to work quickly. Well, when you do that, you're an offensive lineman. You start getting that bigger push. You're running downhill, and for those defensive linemen, it's like trying to go uphill, and you're mostly going backwards.
Hasn't been working too well for him this half.
Clock is ticking. 7.5 to go in this one.
Offside's got to be on the defense.
Third
there.
and 1. I think Nicholas
45.
Houseworth came across a bit early. He wants a piece of the piggy pie.
He does.
Have you ever had that?
I have.
Is it pretty good?
It's very good.
To get that.
Might have to be a Badger game treat tomorrow. You never know.
What time's lunch? 10:30.
Well, it's 11 o'clock kick.
So at halftime, you're gonna feed me.
Brady Gassman back in the backfield. The jackhammer coming up the middle.
First and 10. Murray fakes the handoff and gets pummeled at the 35-yard line. There's a injured Norski on the field again. Stationed at the 25-yard line. Our game tonight brought to you in part by PlayN, Wisconsin. Why not have the home court advantage all the time? PlayN Wisconsin is your source for the largest selection of basketball hoops at the lowest prices. Superior quality your family can grow with right outside your door. Come in and try it first at PlayN Wisconsin. Parmenter Street in Middleton or at playnwisconsin.com. Also by Samuelson Eye Care. Dr. Steve Samuelson and Lauren Taw are your local eye care professionals. Samuelson Eye Care provides high-quality optometric care for both adults and children in a friendly, comfortable, and professional environment. Clear vision starts with healthy eyes, so contact Samuelson Eye Care at 437-3377 to schedule an exam today. You'll be glad you did.
Just under 7 minutes to go here.
So do you pass it all right here, or do you just keep it on the ground?
What's a pass?
Exactly.
Yeah. Don't need it.
2nd and 4, Gassman in the backfield, and the way Clint is, the way they're running the read option right now, I don't know that DeForest can handle it right now.
2nd and 4, Murray shotgun. Handoff, Gassman making us look like geniuses up here. Passing the ball.
Let's not get carried
I
away.
was just asking.
Here comes the play action right here.
Brady Gassman, ball carrier.
2 yards in net, 3rd and 2.
Well, I think it's 4 down territory, too, with the way the defense is playing.
DeForest showing blitz. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Gassman in the backfield left of Murray. It's handoff. Gassman putting his head down, and he's stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe should have went left that time. Right side was plugged up. It is no gain, 4th and 2. This drive started at their own 35-yard line after a Cade Nichols interception. It is 4th and 2. 3 receivers right. Murray. Hill and his offense will look to the sideline, getting their signs. Gassman shuffles to Murray's right side. 4th and 2. Murray with the snap, fakes the handoff. Flushing to his right, he'll throw near
Wide
side. It's
open,
Lobby.
Trey Lobby.
And Lobby has a first down inside the 18-yard line.
Clint was looking down the seam there to Jackson Rose and got flushed out, so he really couldn't get enough on that to get it to him down by the end zone. And Trey was standing in the flat, wide open.
Moving the sticks. Running the clock.
Clock is MHB's friend now.
That was a good pass, by the way.
That's their second drive with a converted 4th down, this time for 14 yards. A pass completed to Lobby. It's a 1st and 10 at the DeForest 18-yard line. They'll go double tight. 2 receivers, left side, fake the handoff. There's the pass, near side.
Mike Holm.
And Holm getting in the offensive action. I might have to put him on my fantasy team next week.
Well, Coach Fred right now is leading our fantasy league with the most points. So he has the best GM, drafted the best.
Through 2 games.
Through 2 games. It's a marathon, I realize that. Might want to pick up Clint Murray, though.
My 8-year-old nephew's beating me, so there you go. Where's the ball? 12-yard line?
Yep, about 11-yard line, 11, 12-yard line.
2nd down and 4 up near the 12-yard line. Time running away here for DeForest. Quarterback keeper. Murray starting left, makes a cut inside and gets a Viking first down up around the 5-yard line. Outstanding play on the edge, and Murray converts.
Everybody just folding down onto Brady. Clint pulls it out. He's just one-on-one with the DB, and it's just not a fair fight out there in the edge with Clint and him. Made a great move, got some extra yards.
Vikings hoping for the homecoming dagger here very soon. 21 unanswered. Wayne Larrabee would be proud here in a moment.
Wayne Larrabee here in a minute.
Calling for the dagger.
Yes. Gassman up the middle. Gassman fighting for the goal line and
about to the 2 or 3.
Brady Gassman, the ball carrier.
Pretty darn short. Not by much.
Gain of about 2 on the play. 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal coming up, but Time winding down. 4 minutes and counting. Impressive here, MHB after a slow start. Looking to extend their lead.
Letting that clock run. Back judge not chopping yet, so plenty of time.
Murray to Gassman. Gassman. And he's knifed down at the 4. Might have lost about half a yard.
DeForest selling out right now on the run. MHB content to pound her up in there a couple more times.
Approaching 3:20 counting, fourth quarter. 3rd and goal from the 4. Vikings hoping to put this one away. Leave no doubt. Two receivers near side, right of Murray. Fake the handoff. Murray rolling to his right. Murray.
Touchdown,
throwing.
Mitch Ryan.
And touchdown near side, Mitch Ryan.
Mitch did a great job just continuing to work to the outside, and Clint just rolled out through a really nice ball. Excellent catch.
When you need 3 yards, throwing it to somebody who's 6'7" is not a bad idea.
It's not a bad option. Clint Murray's a pretty smart kid.
Especially when he's probably playing against a kid who's 6 foot.
16 plays, guys, on that drive. Impressive, 65 yards.
Big 4th down pickup there. Lobby was a huge play on that drive.
Pertusati on. Extra point up, and it is good. Vikings leading 28-10. We'll take a break. The Vikings on Wisco Radio. Well, welcome back to Mount Horeb High School. Brad Richardson, Mark Frederickson, Jack Perrine. We are good luck to these Vikings. I feel good about this.
We are. Did we win last year when we
did
again?
Actually, we didn't. I think we lost.
Okay, never mind.
We're just setting a new streak this year.
That's
All
right. 1-0.
1-0. 1-0 mentality.
That's all we're trying to do is go 1-0.
That's it.
Hey, they only give us one chance a year, all right? So our odds are not in our favor, but we're not doing anything. Impressive. 65 yards, 16 plays for the Vikings. Mitch Ryan caps things off with a 4-yard touchdown reception. It's 28-10, just like that. Pertusati. He'll line it near side.
That is way out of bounds.
And no doubt about that one. Vikings' last 4 possessions, they have scored 3 of those. 28 unanswered points, and going back to 7 seconds left in the first half.
So what's been the difference?
We've been able to run up tempo. We've only had 2 penalties on us the whole second half. And our defense has been amazing. We've taken away what they wanted to do. They wanted to throw the ball to 80 and 4. They haven't been able to do it. Forced them to try to run the football. It's the strength of our defense. Our offense got the momentum going at the end of the first half, and it's carried over into the second half.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. For Defo, Harder, back to pass. Throwing, near side, looking for Klein, and almost intercepted. Bama Doyle back there again. Must be feeling all right. Hung that one up there, and it's 2nd down.
Just excellent coverage. Cade Nichols over the top of that. Bama running stride for stride, and he just timed that. Went up there with both hands. Look, I went right through his hands, hit him in the face mask, actually. Really, really good defense. Pretty good push up the middle there.
2nd
Cade
down
Sawak
and
well.
10 at the 35-yard line for Defo. It's a handoff right side, and streaking up the field is Bozaki inside MHB territory.
Interesting defensive formation. We had 2 down linemen. Looked like everybody else was either linebackers or D-backs, but we still rushed 5 guys.
We tried to bring 2 guys off that side, and they ran right by the tailback as he was going upfield. Defo trying to go some tempo now.
1st and 10 at the 46 of MHB. Harder, back to pass. He's going to wing it. Right sideline, and it's caught. Reception made by Klein. Outstanding play on the ball. And DeForest inside the 8-yard line.
Good defense. We were right there. He was right there.
Bama's been in his hip pocket. Sometimes the offense makes a play, and sometimes the defense doesn't. That time, number 4 was able to come down with the ball.
2:01 counting. Ball up around the 6-yard line, so they're in business. Big passing play that time, about 40 yards. Harder. Has time. Throwing. Left side. And looking for Klein again. That's incomplete.
Good coverage by Bama Doyle again.
Those 2 have been dancing all night.
They have. They'll get to do that, too, on the basketball court because Klein's a good basketball player.
He got some length for sure.
Ryan Cradle on the game, get an extra DB on the field.
2nd and goal at the 6. Clock stopped here, about 1:50 remaining. 28-10 Vikings. DeForest knocking on the door. Harder will hand off right side, and trying to find the goal line was Bozaki, and he's taken down about the 2-yard line.
Double coverage on number 4 that time.
Classy over the top of that. And number 2, Cam Krantz on the tackle.
Up around the 2, maybe the 2.5. 3rd and goal. Harder again, Bozaki, and he is labeled. At the point of
Gage Schultz.
Handoff, Gage Schultz again. Rocked in Bozaki's world. All the way back to the 7-yard line, maybe the 8-yard line, losing 6 on a 3rd and goal from the 2.
Actually, Eli Williams, my bad. It was 56, not 58. Eli Williams coming through with that hit.
Big time hit. Vikings defense is giving up 10 points. 1 touchdown was a short field. They've been outstanding. Well, you think you hold Wanakee to 28 points. It's not a bad effort.
Not bad.
Last week.
They scored 41 in the first half tonight. I don't know what they have for a final, but they can put points on the board.
Yes. Absolutely. 4th and goal coming up. Not as easy right now. Ball is about the 7-yard line.
4th and goal.
2-back split. Flanking Harder. 2 receivers right, 1 to his left. Harder surveys. He'll throw. End zone, and it is caught. Touchdown.
Duffy.
Bryce Duffy with the 7-yard touchdown reception.
Brought him out of the slot, ran that same route they did in the first half. He just squared out to the corner, and it was a good throw.
Again, good coverage. Can't be disappointed in the blanket coverage. Just another outstanding throw. Harder's a good-looking quarterback. 65 yards on that drive. Quick work.
Going for 2 here. Trying to cut the lead again.
Same formation. Harder. Backfield split. 2 receivers right, 1 to left. He'll roll to his right.
Route.
Looking end zone. He's going to tuck and run, and he's going to be taken down.
Shawanka.
Up around the 4-yard line.
2-point conversion fails.
They ran that same route to Duffy. They covered it that time. Cade Shawanka cleaned it up.
Our new score is 28-16 with just over a minute to go. Our game tonight Brought to you by PlayN Wisconsin. Why not have the home court advantage all the time? PlayN Wisconsin is your source for the largest selection of basketball hoops at the lowest prices. Time to start thinking basketball. Superior quality your family can grow with right outside your door. Come in and try it first at PlayN Wisconsin. Parmenter Street in Middleton or PlayNWisconsin.com. You guys get excited for basketball season to tip off?
Absolutely.
Always excited for basketball season. Love all the sports, but
You bet.
we might be a little fond of.
How about them pointers? How are they going to be this year?
I think they're going to have a little bounce back here this year. We'll see. A lot of work to do
Young
for those
MH
boys.
alum up there. You know him pretty well, right?
I've heard of them.
Yeah.
I think in the last few years we've had more and more MH alums playing college sports all over the Midwest.
Absolutely.
So 28-16 is our score, or onside kicking look right now. Makes sense. DeForest is acting like they're going to kick it to the right. It's going to be Aker kicking. Aker gets off a good kick. It bounces once
Rose
and
got
picked up by MHB.
Jackson Rose, nice little Sunday hop.
The hands team will round this out. The best formation in football coming up.
When you're on this side of the score.
Absolutely. Offensive geniuses are proud of this play.
It was a heck of a job by the boys tonight
Excellent.
by struggling really early.
Yeah, this thing could have
Penalties.
snowballed on them, but
The interception in the end zone by Bama, end of the first quarter, was huge.
yep,
Kept it at 10-0.
not going into victory formation. They're going to fake the handoff, run Murray. Quarterback keeper across midfield. Gets stuck at the 49. Under 1 minute, 28-16. 2nd and 6. There it is, the kneel down. One more of those, and the Vikings will be homecoming champs.
And we'll be 1-0. So if Wisco Radio CEO doesn't come to his senses, we might be able to come back next year.
We might.
We're undefeated this year.
We are.
Undefeated. I'm very particular in the games I call. I want to make sure I get a win. So stack the deck a little bit.
I think I'll do everybody a favor and hang up the mic until next year.
Oh, we'll be back, too. And that will be our final. The Vikings victorious 28-16 after spotting Defo. 10 points. Defo falls to 3-3. They are 2-2 in conference play. MHB improving to 5-1 and 2-1 in Badger North conference play. We'll take a very short break and come back with our Wisco Radio post-game show, and we'll try to fight it out up here and figure out who our Hops House player of the game is. It's going to be a tough one. We might need some time to deliberate, but we'll come back with that on our Wisco Radio post-game show. The Vikings victorious tonight, 28-16 on Homecoming 2016. This is the Vikings on Wisco Radio and WiscoRadio.com. Welcome back to Mount Horeb High School. We'll wrap things up here. Brad Richardson, Mark Frederickson, Jack Preen, they've carried me all night long. I appreciate that. Like a good offensive line. We didn't hear from you much, but only when it was important. So I appreciate you guys being here with us.
The text messages that I've received about my performance tonight have not been positive.
Really?
Everybody's a critic.
Man, that's rough. I'd give you at least a C+ rating.
I appreciate that.
So Vikings victorious here tonight. Again, we're not really stat people. We don't believe in keeping stats. We leave that to the statisticians. We're radio guys, right? We're radio guys.
Absolutely.
So we don't have many stats, but we can definitely break this game down. And Vikings victorious here 28-16. Let's take a look at the scoring drives. And it was first DeForest coming out looking like the team that wanted this game a little bit more. 3-0 in that first quarter. 11-play, 42-yard drive and getting a field goal. They go up 10-0 after a Mount Horeb fumble, their third possession of the game. And DeForest rolling a little bit here, getting the ball to 24-yard line and a 4-yard touchdown reception by Duffy. And it was 10-0 just like that in the second quarter. But that's the last Defo Wood score here tonight. The Vikings rattle off 4 touchdowns. First, created by the interception by Gassman to end the first half. 10 plays, 59 yards. Travis Classy hauls in the 15-yard touchdown reception. With 7 seconds left, we go into the halftime. Vikings trailing 10-7. Vikings would strike on their first drive of the second half. 11 plays, 68 yards. This time Jackson Rose, a 3-yard touchdown reception, making it 14-10. Vikings would take the lead and not give it back. After one more interception, this time by Travis Classy, the Vikings. 7 plays, 34 yards. Brady Gassman up the middle, a 2-yard touchdown run, making it 21-10 at 10:36 left in the fourth quarter. Vikings strike again after a Cade Nichols interception. 16 plays, 65 yards, and a touchdown reception by Mitch Ryan on a 3rd and goal from the 4. It was 28-10 with just under 3 minutes to play. DeForest would score late. Bryce Duffy, 7-yard touchdown reception, but the Vikings get the onside kick. 3 plays later, the Vikings victorious on homecoming and move to 5-1 and 2-1 in Badger North Conference